Let me start by saying disconnect your battery for at least 45 minutes before you start working on your car for the airbag system. People say no, you don't have to. I would. Why take a chance? So disconnect your battery. Alright, this is a quick video on the airbag light and running it with a scanner. It's the driver's side, left side Thorax Squib Circuit open, and it's usually this cord right here. I have an extra one because I've had a problem with it. This goes to the side of the airbag on the side of the chair or seat, excuse me, and there's two connectors on the left side, or excuse me, right side from here, and it goes boop. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use one of these and I'm going to separate it. Pull this forward and it comes out. I'll do this side now. There we go, it fell out. Basically this right here, right? Okay, so what I'm going to do now is you can see the two metal pieces right here and right here. I'm going to bend those so that they get contact. There's none on this side. If you have your seat with both contacts, then you'd probably want to bend them all. But I just have a standard SXT DodgeChallenger 2012. This would work with all the connectors of this style. So I'm going to bend this because my seat goes back and forth and up and down all the time. I like to low ride so I can feel it probably pushing this up and down or back and forth. And I ride very far back in the car. And so I'm going to use this tool to bend these up a little bit so that the male connector that's under the seat makes better contact right here on these two ones right here. Boom, 1 and 2. I'm going to see what that does. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to bend these little, they're almost like little flat pieces, like a tongue. I'm going to bend them down. Here's the top part of it. I'm going to bend it away from those down that way. I would just, after taking off that blue piece, like so, like I did, and I'm going to bend these down, like this. And they move a lot, so it'll get contact. I'm just going to try by bending those down like this. Just slightly, ever so. So it gets a good contact. Because these things move like crazy from the back right here. See, it's much tighter now that I just kind of bent them. Because you could move it just, it barely moves just a little bit, just a tad bit. So like I said, I'm going to bend these down and see what that does. Oh, you can kind of see them. See how they move around? They're just so flimsy in there. See that? Look at that. So when the car moves around, bumpy road or moving your chair back and forth, these just do this so the contact comes loose. Okay, so now I got another idea. What I'm going to do is, these are like little tubes. I'm going to try to mash the tubes. So I'm sticking this inside the hole, because it's a tube. I thought it was just like a tongue. But I'm going to lift it forward and bring it up. See? See how it came out? It's like a tube. I'm going to lift the other one up because it's down in a little pocket and push from the back side right here. Lift up and out. See? Now I got both. These are what sit in there. And what I'm going to do, see, they slide out. I'm going to just mash these a little bit so that they actually get contact and see what happens. Slide them up, and then I'm going to mash them just a little bit and then push them back. Okay, so I went and got me some vice grip needle news and some pliers like this, vice grips. I'm going to either crush them a little bit, or I'm going to bend them so that there's contact. So if they're like this, I'm going to either bend them like this so that there's contact in it, or just crush it so it's going to get contact. What do they look like? I brought them out farther so I can mess with them. I just slid them from the bottom in and pushed them all the way through and wiggled them out. This is the culprit right here. These pieces of shit. I'm just gonna see if this is gonna work. If it doesn't work, you won't see this video, but if it works, you'll definitely be watching this video. Okay, so what I did was, it's open right here. There's a slice right here that goes down here. On both of them, you can see that line right there. I just put one of these on top of there, like this, and just gave it a little tap to close it a little bit. I'm going to do this one too. And you can see one is bent a little bit, and I bent it right there. That's what I bent. This one hasn't been bent yet. Put it right there. And I'm just going to hit it with my hand down a little bit. Okay, so I bent both of them. You can see this one is cracked open a little bit, but one of these sides is pushed in, so it's going to get contact. Just like this one. You can see they're bent it in. You really got to pay attention, because if you close them too tight, the male part isn't going to slide inside there. So I had to open it up a little bit just to make sure. But you can see that they're both bent in a little bit. I'm going to see what happens tomorrow when I put it on. Okay, slid them back in. They're more opened up in the tips, but not in the center. So tomorrow I'm going to figure out if this works or not. And it's easy just to push them back out. And it's really just going to depend on your application of if you get them too loose or you bend them and they won't slide on the male part. This female part is the key. I'm just going to play with it a little bit tomorrow when I try to get it on. I'm not even going to connect this wire completely. I'm just going to play with this, putting it in and out of the bottom of the seat plug to see if it goes on nice and neat. Let's see. I just pull from the bottom right here and they slide back in like so. And after I put them back in again for like the 50th time, I use this tool again so I can see inside there and just straighten them out a little bit, you know, just in case I couldn't get the male part connector back inside there. And then we're going to want to put this back on. Shit. Okay. And it just goes back on there. It feels a lot tighter now since I played with that. Open it up and bent him a little bit. We'll see if this video continues tomorrow when I work on it. Okay, I got the back off. In the back, you start by doing the top ones. There's two. You just use a screwdriver and push it down, and then pulling it back because there's two more. It's like this on the chair. You push a flathead screwdriver down on this, and pull down, and pull out, and then there's latches right here at the bottom. You just slide up. Okay, and I got my little handy dandy pick tools. And here's where that one connects to on top. It's kind of hard to see, but it goes down. It's this one that comes down and goes under to under here, and it's that one. That's the one that I'm having problems with. This is the one that gets all weird. And then I got the other one that's out that I bent the connector. So it's this thin one. It goes inside here, and up here to right here, and up to the side right here. Here's the top piece. You gotta lift this. This goes up under the side of the seat like this, and you gotta bring this down with the pick. And then once you get it in there, once it's in there, you gotta push this in to lock it in place. And this one has a red sliding pin or lock. And there's the ones that I actually fixed, the ones on the left side, the two on the left side. I'm going to connect it and see what happens. You do have to lift this right here. Well, you got to bring the seat back a little bit to loosen the tension on it. Like that. And then just run that wire. I'm going to take this one off right now with a pick. It's hard to videotape. Let me see. You can see it right there. You're going to have to remove that orange pin that's on the side right here and bring it down so it disconnects that. I can't videotape it because I need two hands and I'm by myself. But that's the part that plugs up in, and then you push the orange lock to lock it up in there. You can see I brought that little orange lock down so I can just push down on it and it'll disconnect. This is on the side of the chair right here. I got it out. So I'm just going to put the other one in place. I'm not even going to disconnect this one. I want to make sure it works first with the one that I try to modify for this. And then I got to unplug this one. Gotta pull the red back. Like that. Comes off. There's the pins on the right side of that. The left side two have no pin, no male connectors. The side on the right has the two male connectors. You can see that. So I got the other one on. See, it's connected. This is the new one, or the old new one. I'm going to run it through here again and plug it inside the side right here. And once I get it hooked in, you stick it in there and push up. You're going to need those tools or a flathead screwdriver. Put it in there, connect it, and then push this in with a flathead screwdriver, and it locks it in. I got it connected. Now I just got to push in on that orange lock. Okay, I got it. You can't see, but we're going to test this out. We're going to see if it goes out with what I did. Gosh, I hope so. Boom! Yeah, baby! See if it comes back on though. Score! You just gotta get those contacts right. That's basically what it was. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. Super stoked on that. Those damn wires is a problem. After the recall, my car was already done. They had done the wires, and when I got my car about almost 5 years ago, the light would come on because I sit really low. My chair is literally on the bottom, flat. Like it won't go any lower than that. I like to sit like that. It came on, the line came on, and it was on there for a while. I actually put like a little blocker right here, like a little plastic piece so you couldn't even see it. But it just knowing that it was on really irked me. So I bought a new one, a new wire, which one you saw. I put it on and it worked. It worked for like a year. And then I started messing with my seat again, disconnecting my battery and stuff, and then all of a sudden it came on again. And that was just the other day. And it's like January 29th, 2024, and the light came on the other day when I was working on my car. So I thought I'd mess with it, and I couldn't get it to go off. The light just wouldn't go off. Sometimes the light would go on and off here and there, but this time I couldn't get it to go off at all. So I did what I did. I showed you on the video, and it took it away. Boom, done deal. I got a bunch of content on Challengers. This would work for almost any kind of car, really. And like and subscribe. I got a bunch of stuff on like other things. I even got stuff on how to calibrate your HVAC actuators by hand, not taking it to the shop. Save you some money, just like this will save you some money taking this to the dealership. In Los Angeles, they charge $175 to put it on a scanner. I ain't paying that shit. So you could do this yourself. You saw it, you just need a few simple tools. But yeah, if you need to fix your actuators or something like that, I got a video. Check it out on my channel. I got several things on Challengers. The thing I found out right now is pulling your seat forward. I would reach back down here to feel the wire to see if it was tight or not. It was pulling on it. It's not a good idea to move your front seat forward unless you have to all the way. If you're gonna do it, maybe a little bit might be okay, but doing it all the way, it puts a lot of tension on that yellow connector on the bottom right here for the airbag. That was my problem. I just noticed that when I pulled this forward, I wanted to reach around and just feel how that wire was, the tension on it. It was super tight, so it's basically pulling on that and messing it up. It's this, sliding back and forth. Be aware.